Dear students, let me just flow the slides of yesterday so that you'll be having just like a continuity. The most important thing is, as UPSC has mentioned, they are testing your attitude and problem solving approach. This has to be there in your mind at any cost. Is this clear to you? Always, whenever you are preparing, these two things should be there in your mind. To understand these things, we have to understand these concepts with other concepts like values, ethics, morals, attitude. To begin with, we can consider them as a monolithic structure. I have explained that. Before that, let me just show you in the syllabus. There are some concepts which are applied to society and governance. There is nothing more in the syllabus. They are applied to case study. These concepts are taken from the subjects like philosophy, psychology, and sociology. And these concepts are applied to three important areas. Means, say for example, ethics. Ethics in private relation, ethics in professional life, like that. Same is applied for civil service, public administration, governance, and government. Same here with respect to case studies. So moving forward, the concepts. See, I've just put the syllabus here. The things highlighted in the red are the concepts. These are the things from philosophy. These are the things from psychology. These are the things from sociology. No need to bother. No need to worry about these things. Just for the sake of understanding, I have said these things. Governance, here, see, just I have highlighted the things in red. These are the things, these are the concepts with respect to governance. Today we'll be discussing. In governance, we'll be studying civil service values, administration, governance, what is like public administration, what is government, all these things we'll be studying. So with respect to concept, so here the things should be clear. So can anyone tell me what is ethics? I told you to internalize the things. See, one point here you have to keep in mind. None of you should by heart any definition. If it is possible, make it very few. See, this is very, very important. Let me take 1 minute for this. Those of you who are trying to memorize, good, but according to the things which are given in the book, don't do that. It is not possible. It is not advisable. A well-educated person is enough. So what is this? One of the important secret? Try to make everything in your own words. Are you with me? Is this concept clear to you? The day you use this concept, your mains will be very, very easy. It will be a cakewalk because the concepts are clear to you. You have tried to put them in your own words. Say, for example, government, governance. Leave apart all these things. Many are from engineering background, but they no most of the students, they cannot say the definition of engineering. But students should not stop here. If they would have tried to put the things in their own word, they would have answered. There is no need of definitions. You have to put that gist, the crux, that will be enough. So, dear students, can anyone say ethics? What is ethics?
Ethics is a set.
Okay.
Ethic is a word.
No. Those of you who have just come, please don't answer. Already this topic has been taught. I'm asking for those students who have been there. What is ethics?
Ethics is a set of standards or principles which governs us whether we are right or wrong, good or bad.
Okay. Then any other definition or anything in your own words. Second, as a definition itself, you have to tell in your own words. If something misses, it doesn't matter. Ethics are standards or principles which society places on itself, which helps guide behavior, choice, and action. Very, very good. And Shweta, ethics is equal to standards or principle. Great, great. See, if this is clear, like ethics is equal to standards or principles. If that is clear to you, then everything is clear. Based on the standards or principles itself, we'll say what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, what is just, what is unjust. Right? Great. Okay, the concept clear? Ethics. See, that's enough. Then what are morals? Here you can just equate ethics and morals. If at all, if they ask to differentiate individual set of standards, societal set of standards. That is the thing. So it is societal standards. If they ask, otherwise you can use them synonymously. Societal standards, these are individual standards or individual principles. Clear, right? Are you with me? Is the concept clear to you? ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Right? ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸಾಕು. Ethics means standards or principles. Morals means ethics. You can equate them. But if they ask to differentiate, one is societal and another is individual. Right? Then values. Can anyone say what are values? Fast. We'll be moving very fast.
Which is important for us is value.
Okay, great. Values, just remember one word. I'll be giving just one word. You remember them. That's enough. Values is equal to important. Right? Great. Anything important. Important to society, societal value. Important to individual, individual value. Important to organization, organization value. Important to civil service value. Right? ಇಷ್ಟೇನೆ, ಇನ್ನೇನು ಗ್ಯಾಪ್ನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Right? Next, attitude. What is attitude? Attitude, mental predispositions.
Mental disposition.
Not dispositions, predispositions.
Sorry.
Okay, mental predispositions and okay, values tied. Okay, value tied to objects. Okay, when values are tied to objects, you get attitude. And one more important thing you are missing. Alphabets, 3 alphabets I told you. With respect to that, you have to define attitude. So 3
components of attitude: affective component, behavioral component, and cognitive component.
Not only component, they are in fact the crux. You just cannot say the components. Attitude means summary evaluation of A, B, C, affective, behavior, and cognitive components. Am I clear to you? Attitude means mental predispositions. How you get this mental predispositions? You have tied your values. So inside values, you also have ethics and morals. You have tied your values and ethics to an object. So you have got some mental predisposition. That is one way of saying the same thing. It is the summary evaluation of A, B, C towards an attitudinal object. Right? Okay, great. You are with me. What is integrity? Fast. Integrity. What is integrity? What is integrity? Integrity is ethics in action. Ethics, following ethical standards in behavior. Yes, following ethical standards on a consistent basis. Right? What is integrity? Integrity is, see, this ethics simply says about standards and principles. Here, following them. Right?
Incorruptible.
Uncorruptible. Okay, right. So, please do concentrate here. Not only ethics, following morals, following values is attitude on a consistent basis. Because as you are aware, value is a bigger one. In that you have got ethics or morals. right? So consistency in ethical standards, moral standards, consistency in values, right? Uncorruptible. Great. Moving forward, what is probity? Just like I'll test like your metal now. What is probity?
Sir, evidence of ethical behavior.
Oh, great, great, great. Who said it?
Sir, me Yashaswini.
Okay, great, correct. How? Okay, like let me one more step. How the evidence are obtained? Evidence of ethical behavior. How you get that evidence? What are those evidence?
Uncorruptibleness.
No, no, no. Those evidences are in the form of procedures, processes. Yes, Meghana, right, right. Processes. Irli ಏನಾರು ಬರಿಬಹುದು. Procedures, processes, rules, laws, regulations. Is the point clear to you? Integrity is evidence of ethical behavior. Integrity is equal to evidence of ethical behavior. So ethical behavior, what is ethical behavior? Ethical behavior is nothing but integrity. Is the concept clear to you? See, probity is equal to evidence of ethical behavior. Andre already evidence ide. There is a evidence that ethical standards are followed. So probity is more objective. Why it is objective? Because procedures, just check the procedures, processes, rules, regulations. If they are followed, then probity, right? See, if these concepts are clear to you, almost you are done with ethics, because all these concepts reverberate. There's nothing more. So what is aptitude? Go ahead fast. Like how much time did you take? Okay, like 15 minutes we took, not a problem. So what is aptitude? Just words. I don't need explanation. Future potential, great. Inborn, great. Yes, any other thing? Inborn, other word is there you are missing. What is the difference between aptitude and intelligence? Aptitude and intelligence, that is no.
Specific and vast.
No, one specific, but one more. Yes, Pragna is right. Related to work. Right? Related to work. So in aptitude, physical or mental, great. Right. So aptitude, just remember the words. It is inborn, innate, natural, right? Second one is it is related to work. It is specific. And it may be mental, physical, or both. If you have this, more than sufficient. Right? Okay. Like any doubt with respect to these things? ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು, ಇನ್ನೇನು ತಲೆ ಕೆಡಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ತುಂಬಾ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. Right? Next, the emotional intelligence. What is emotional intelligence? The concept just says that, see, forget about everything. What is emotion? What is intelligence? Just be with me here. So, emotional intelligence. Being intelligent with emotions. What is emotional intelligence? Being intelligent with emotions. So how to be, like when you are intelligent with emotions, what will happen? You will use your emotions for your advantage. So using emotions, our emotions, present state, for our advantage is emotional intelligence. Emotions are the things what we have, is the result of millions of years of evolution. Millions of years of evolutions. We get panic, we get happy. All these things have not happened to you over a period of time. Our body wants us to survive. To make sure that we survive, our body over a period of time has developed some things. Right? Emotionally intelligent. This is the last thing here. Okay. Then, like I'll explain that. Don't worry, emotional intelligence. I will elaborate. In governance, you have got civil service, public service, administration, public administration, bureaucracy. This bureaucracy can be studied with along with civil service or public service. Then government governance, ethical governance. Iste nodi, nothing more than this. Itna hi hai. A concepts of like if you just internalize these things, almost you are done with the subject. Then just what is left is case study solving, right? So we know that ethics is equal to morals, all these things. Ethics, this VEMA are to begin with are mental constructs. They guide our, regulate, determine our choice, action, behavior. They simplify our interaction with the environment. They bring about social harmony. How do they do these things? They do these things by assigning relative preference or relative worth. By doing that, the things are arranged in a hierarchy. When the things are arranged in a hierarchy, you will get a priority list. By that, things become very, very easy, no confusion. If this priority list would have not been there, everyone would have been in utter confusion as to what to do. They provide standards or principles. This helps to evaluate or know what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, what is useful, what is harmful, what is approved socially, what is disapproved socially. The examples I have given: patriotism, fear of death, marriage, serving parents, committed relationship, insistabo. So insistabo, commitment relations, service to parents, marriage among them, preference to cousins, patriotism. The society has kept all these things in a higher pedestal at the top of the hierarchy. By that, it is helping in decision making also, right? So according to the second ARC, these are the things. They're static or dynamic, or the value static or dynamic. The answer is they are relatively permanent. It means that they are moving, they are changing very, very slow. They are relatively permanent. Why they are relatively permanent? Because it is the source of our identity. It is the source of our identity. Values. The values define who you are. Everybody wants people to have stable identity. This stable identity gives a framework to deal with the society and the society to deal with you. So we don't want to change it again and again. So it is relatively permanent. If someone changes their values often, we call them characterless. Do you want to be called as a characterless person? No. So we won't change values, ethics, morals, and attitude suddenly. They are relatively permanent. It is the result of massive investment of time. Say, for example, the concepts of democracy, liberty, all these things have not come overnight. It has taken a long time. Gallons of blood, gallons of tons of blood and flesh is being sacrificed. Right? Sudden change causes imbalance, so they are relatively permanent, and we almost always resist change. That is the reason they are relatively permanent. These are the reasons. You have to add your own things here. 5, 6, 7, you have to add your own, and you have to mention the example given by second ARC with respect to Korean recruitment. Right? How they are related. Values are those which are important. If they are important to society, societal values. They are abstract, global, they are not tied to object, they are relatively permanent. Preference, values, ethics, morals, and attitude can be used synonymously, interchangeably in many occasions, but they're different. Right? Civil service values means those values which are important for civil service. What are important for civil service? What his master says. What his or her master says means what people expect from a civil servant are known as civil service values. People expect civil servant to be honest, impartial, dedicated. So these are civil service values. Ethics and morals can be used interchangeably. Values are a bigger concept. Within values comes your ethics. In values, some are in the form of standards. We consider them as ethics, right? So when these are tied to an object, it becomes attitude. You know this diagram? Please have a look into these things. Then preferences, you know this? Okay, I'll just flash through, otherwise it will take long time. Okay, so these are the things which we have already discussed, right? Till now, till this we have discussed. So this is the homework for you. Like just I'll post the things. No need, right? We'll move forward, right? So this is one of the thing which I took up. This was the previous year mains questions. Please go through these things. All the questions are related to ethics. See, 4. In each group, you have to write 1 out of 4. All can be answered with the knowledge of ethics. That is the reason I have put here. So we have finished all these things. Now, let me just elaborate emotional intelligence. All the 7 we have finished. 8th one, right? Are you with me? Shall we start? Right? With the new concept, like I was just running fast. Now let's calm down, like relax, start with the new concept, right? Okay, right? Great. Okay, what is emotional intelligence? Let us discuss for 2 minutes. Like what do you think, all these things. Somehow it's there, like I am bound to explain. What is emotion? What is emotion? What is intelligence? All intelligent people, please tell who you are. What is intelligence? What is emotion? All emotional people. So don't worry. Please do tell what is emotion. So many they themselves claim that I am an emotional person. Okay, emotions are feelings over a certain period of time. Dealing these emotions for advantage. Emotion. Okay, intelligence is equal to knowledge. Wrong. Suresh, why you are making this? Intelligence and knowledge are not related. Intelligence is inborn, knowledge is acquired. So you're like 100% wrong. If you use these kind of things, you'll make it negative marks also. Okay, intelligence is general mental ability. Great. Emotions, come. Please define emotions. Any agitation to mind. Okay, great. Okay, anything. Don't type long words, just put in just 1 or 2. Intelligence is gained by experience. No, wrong. Intelligence can never be gained by experience. It is inborn. Intelligence, state of mind. Okay. Then, okay. See, why I took this is here, all of you know what is emotion. Here, all of you know what is intelligence. But this is the thing which will happen in UPSC exam. They will ask something. See, they will ask something like already you have idea. But in 7 to 8 minutes, you have to write 150 words. See, think the same question is asked in UPSC. Then who will get good marks? Who has already thought like what is emotion, not definitions. Like he has made a concept structure. Emotion means like this. Intelligence, he has already one word. General mental ability. Okay, right. Finish.
Not the cage of people in India.
Okay. I'll mute. Somebody is very happy. Great. So, like, in fact, I'm not disturbed. I'm happy that somebody is happy. Okay. Laughing. Okay. Point in context. There was a study conducted for 1 lakh people. Since there was a study conducted for 1 lakh people. In that, the study was conducted to find out what are the characteristics, or what people do, or what happy people do. Happy people do, or who are happy. So can anyone like just chat me in the chat box? Who are the happiest people? Those who have money, luxury. Who? See, this is not my hypothetical thing. It was based on research, data collection, analysis. Who are the happiest people in the world? Peace is equal to happiness. Who are the happiest people in this world? Those who have money, peace in mind. Those who don't think too much. Oh, great. Means you might be thinking too much, or you may not be thinking. Okay. Mental peace. Go ahead. Just 2 minutes. This is very important. It will have a great impact in your whole life. Who satisfies? Okay. Any other? Those who follow these principles in life. Okay. No. None of the answers are correct. One who expertise, like presence of mind. No. Okay. See, who loves other? Okay. Near. Okay. Yashaswini has come near, but okay. Responsible person. No. Near. Okay. Real. See here. If you want to be a happy person, what should you do? According to research, among these, some are very happy, some group of people. One thing what they noticed is they have good relation. They have good relation. Right? Those who are having good relation, say for example, your relation with father, with mother, with brother, your relation with friends. These are the things which are defining happiness, my dear students. This is true. Say for example, you got first rank and no fans. Nobody is caring. So, like, how will you feel? If you have relations, see, why we make parties? When we are together, the joy is contagious, it flows. Right? Do you agree with me? So, do you agree with me? Those who have good relation with their friends, family, all will be happy? Definitely. Along with that, they also have found one more thing, that is minimum subsistence. Minimum subsistence means just for living, just to be alive, what is needed, that has to be present. They shouldn't worry for those subsistence things. So 2 things for happy life. One is good relation. Really, this is true. Really true. You may be married, you may be having father, mother, all this. If you don't have good relation, like I cannot say the things. Your life is not that good. You may be having money. At the same time, you may not be having the money. Think there is like very good wife, good brother, good father who encourages you. It will be, and bare minimum things. For that, you should not think, not that you should have, you should not think about those things. Like if I have experienced it, okay, great. The positive one or the negative one? Right, okay, great. Okay. So see, this happened because one of your friend like was laughing on phone, right? Okay, let's move. So emotional intelligence, of that we'll be reading these things. Okay. Emotional intelligence. So I have just Google translated the things for you. How are you feeling now? Just like one word. I want only one word. How are you feeling now? Just chat. How are you feeling now? How are you feeling? Okay. Okay. See here. Let me give you a hint for you. Take 2 things into criteria. Your feelings. Are you having pleasant feelings now? Or sorry, unpleasant or pleasant feelings you are having? Or what is your energy level? Low or like very high? Almost like you can't stand, sit. You are so energetic that, sir, you are not teaching that good. Give me the phone, I will teach. Do you have that energy, or already sleeping on bed? Some of the cameras are off, or just like kept the phone somewhere, doing something. Like, what is your energy? How you are feeling? Okay, let me see some things in chat box. Interested, calm mind. Okay, excited, great. Okay, let us move one step forward here. See here, you combine these things and describe. See, you have to locate here. Here, one thing you have to keep in mind, that one is the pleasant thing. How much pleasant are you? Is it 0 or is negative or positive? Here, with respect to energy, what is the energy you have? Is it 0? Where do you locate yourself? Here or here? More energy and also very pleasant. Where you locate yourself? And describe your feeling in one word. Please describe the feeling in one word. Suman. Okay, see, this is our principle. We want to make learning joyful, happy. All these are wrong methods. Don't go. Come with us. We'll get you first rank. Okay. Graph. Okay. So don't message those things, out of syllabus things. Keep them aside. Come here. Describe. See, Suman, describe in one word. You are telling some stories. Okay. You can't describe. Describe it. Okay. See here. So just go through the things. When energy is high and unpleasant, means afraid. So here you have to be here always. Surprised, excited, inspired. So high energy and also pleasant. Never be in this area. Bored, down, disappointed, depressed. See, there is nothing to lose in this life. Maximum that can happen to an individual is death. So don't worry about death. Leave the fear of death. It is inevitable and we can't like do anything for that. So here. So where are you now? Which is the word which is exactly expressing the state of your mind? That is the question. Okay, which word? Express in one word. Excited, happy. Like, don't worry. Bored, down also you can put. See, all inspired, surprised, okay, excited. Oh, great, great, great. Blue, sir, blue. Oh, sorry, Krishna. We'll make it yellow or red. Don't worry. Don't be in blue. Inspired. Right? Okay. Enough. But these words are important. I'll give you the PDF. You have to use these things. Like, they are very, very important words in your vocabulary in exam. Okay. So one more here. This is the mood meter. These are the things here. Where are you on the mood meter? You have to locate. Please locate yourself. What caused you to feel like that? See, answer should be there in your mind at least. If you are here surprised, why? What caused? What word best describes the current feeling? See, if you are not doing these things, you are not with me. You will lose the track. How are you expressing these feelings? Give how you feel. What strategy will you see to get this thing? Right? This is just an introduction. So come back here. Now I'll just go to the crux of the things. See here, I don't want to tell any stories or anything. I'll say what UPSC wants. You learn that, that's enough. So emotional intelligence. So you should know what is emotion. You should know what is intelligence. For that is the basic thing. Without knowing that, without reading that, if you are going, that's wrong, right? Okay, just 1 minute. Here, why I am excited means I am learning new things. Okay, great. Okay, intelligence. What is intelligence? Already, like It is general mental ability. One thing that is more than sufficient. General mental ability. Right? Am I clear? If anyone asks, just throw these 3 words, enough. Is this clear? So in your life, if anyone asks, just GMA, general mental ability, enough. Nothing to worry more. That's enough. Right? Moving forward, intelligence is the ability to acquire, and apply knowledge and skills. So here, intelligence is the ability. This ability for what? To acquire and apply knowledge. So here, please concentrate here. They are not saying intelligence is equal to knowledge. They are not saying intelligence will be the skill. What they are saying, if you have got intelligence, you will have ability. You will have ability to acquire knowledge and skill. Is this clear? So here 2 important things: knowledge, skill. Right? This is applying, acquiring, and application. Right? Problem solving ability or decision making ability, general mental ability. This is it. Right? Moving forward, what are emotions? See, this is a very scientific definition I am giving, but this is the one which you have to reproduce in examination. What is emotion? First and foremost, emotion is a mental state. Mental state. This is associated with nerve system. The mental state what we have is because of our association with the nerve system, brought by certain chemical changes in response to ABC. So ABC means affect, behavior, and cognition. Because of some cognition, knowledge, because of some behavior, because of some feelings, some chemicals are produced. Is like we'll go this way so that you will understand in a different way and better way, in fact. So when you have feeling, love, say for example here, 2 things. One is one bucket here, imagine here, bucket full of snakes. Like, what is your feeling? And here, 2 young couples are here, 2, 3 like kittens, 2, 3 puppies. See, what are emotions? Emotions are these things. How you get? These are in response to your ABC, feelings, behavior, cognition. This brings chemical change. Your ABC brings chemical change. Right? Because of that, you get a mental status that is known as emotion. A mental state associated with nerve system, brought about by chemical changes in response to our affect, behavior, and cognition with respect to an attitudinal object. So, what you have to do? Never try to remember as it is. Try to remember this in your own words. Let something miss, let something you add, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Why I'm saying is, if you try to remember the things as it is and try to reproduce as it is, you may have to do this for 1 lakh things, 1 lakh. It is humanly not possible. Right? That was the general thing. Here, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to make your emotions work for you. Emotions, how to make your emotions work for you. Say, for example, you are a boy seriously preparing for IAS 2023. So you always experience that. Then you just remember what I said. Say, for example, exams are at the corner. You are anxious. You are sweating. Like for many things. So that is your emotional status. This is in response to your ABC attached to UPSC. You have got affect, behavior, and cognition with respect to UPSC studying. Because of that, you have got some emotions. Let us come back here. Emotional intelligence is the ability to make your emotions work for you. Then what you have to say to yourself? Oh, great! I am getting tensed. My body doesn't want me to sleep. My body wants me to work. So I am tensed. I'm getting sweat. Means my body is warm. See, when you are afraid, will your body's temperature decrease or will your body temperature increase? When you are afraid, anxious. When you have stage fear, will you get like sweatings or like shivering, cold shivering? Sweatings. Why? See, to face that, your body is preparing for you. Preparing. Right? So you have to tell yourself, oh, my body, my things, or they don't want to let me down. They are preparing to face that. By saying like that, you can make your emotions work. See, you took a negative thing for a positive thing. You appreciated yourself. Otherwise, I got tensed. I can't read. I can't concentrate. I'm afraid. Okay, I'll skip the exam. No. Just see, your body is giving a positive thing. You are taking in a negative way. No. Say, for example, there is a gunda. When you are coming, like have got like some negative emotions. You are afraid. Don't blame yourself. You are afraid because you will be safe if you bypass him. So you have to use your emotions to work for you, instead not against you. Your emotions should not work against you. In UPSC, the same question has been asked: how to make your emotions work for you? How to make your emotions work for you? I have already given the things. Let me just go through them. One is affirmation. Just you have to affirm what you want to be. See, just say, I will tell you one important observation or experiment. Just like you can try afterwards. Take 4 fingers of yours. Just keep them inside your mouth. Like open your mouth like that. At that instance, you open your mouth, you will get a happy feeling. Because when we laugh, we open our mouth, we laugh loudly. When you do some things, your mind automatically feels that this is the happy situation. So you have to affirm. You have to say to yourself that I am good, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am the greatest. You have to make affirmation like that. Never ever say to yourself any negative things. Any negative things. That is the worst thing that can happen. Then visualize what you want to be, how you want to be. Then have a gratitude, and you have to be motivated on an hourly basis, day-to-day basis. If you do all these 3, you'll be motivated, right? Emotional intelligence is being smart with our feelings. Very important. Just come back, all story things over, come to the concepts and the facts. So this concept of emotional intelligence was not here in the literature about say 30 years back, 2022, right? So 30 years back, the concept of emotional intelligence was not at all present. Now it is widely used, widely used. Wherever you go, emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, they have come. This term was created by Peter Solvay and John Mayer. If at all, if you have to remember some words in ethics, these are the two words with respect to emotional intelligence, and this was popularized by Don Goleman. He's a expert in this field. If you just type Don Goleman emotional intelligence, you may get hundreds of videos on YouTube itself. So I don't recommend, because these things are very deep. It takes a lot of time. So no need. I will sum up the whole thing in a very gist form. So in this book, emotional intelligence, right? So don't forget, throughout the course, these two things. The term was given by Peter Solvay and John Mayer. Not important, they won't ask, but you should be aware. And you can say, father of emotional intelligence is Don Goleman with his book. Though the term was coined, it was not popular until 1996. Means just emotional intelligence is a baby whose age is only 25 years, 30 years in fact, when it was born. For the last 25 years, it is popularized by Don Goleman, right? So here, another dimension, very important, please give due attention here. Emotional intelligence is the ability to recognize. So say for example, here, I'm taking the class, recognizing your emotions. I'm excited, really I'm excited. That is, and understand. So I'm recognizing, I'm taking my case, I'm excited. What is emotional intelligence? We are into it. Emotional intelligence is the ability, capacity to recognize. So first of all, you should recognize what is happening. When you are excited, you can't take that as anxiousness or nervousness. So excitement is different, getting anxious is different. So first you have to recognize. Afterwards, you understand that why, how, and afterwards manage it. This is just half of the thing in emotional intelligence. This is because it is with respect to your own emotions. There is another dimension where you have to do the same things. Recognize, understand, and influence the emotions of others. Right? So, two components. If you are missing one, you're gone. Right? So, you have to put these two things. One is with respect to your own emotions. Second is with respect to others' emotions. Is the point clear to you? Is the concept of emotional intelligence at least little bit? Okay. Anyone just okay, I'll brush up the things once again. See, emotions. Before 1990, emotions were thought to be irrational. Just clear the things. Before 1990, emotions were thought to be irrational, illogical, unnecessary. But after 1990, it is found that emotions are not illogical, irrational. Emotions are for a purpose. The emotions what we have is the result of the evolution of the whole human species. What is emotional intelligence? Recognizing, understanding, and managing your own emotions, and also recognizing, understanding, and influencing emotions of others. So very important here. Just try to see that these things are in your words. If you forget manage and if you put something, okay, but crux should be there. What is the crux? Recognizing. First you recognize what is the thing happening to you, then understand that. Without recognition, how can you understand? So after recognition, you understand that. Afterwards, you manage that. You put these words in your own word. This is the thing what you have to do in mains. If you are trying to write this thing as it is, you won't be writing even the half. right? Okay. Moving forward, we have completed these things. Any doubt with respect to these things? If you have got any doubt, please let me know here. Okay. Shall we move forward? Right? Shall we move? See, ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದು. Like we'll have some Kannada sessions also. Don't worry. ನನಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ತೊಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಆದ್ರೆ okay. Right. Right? Any doubt? Like okay, like don't think just for the sake of asking doubts. Yes, okay. One important thing, you have to interconnect all these things. See, I have interconnected all these things. In your mind, that mental framework should be there. How all these things, then only you can answer the question. If these things are not clear to you, you can't answer. You'll be in utter confusion, like ethics, morals, what are the attitude? No, don't do all those things. Right? Okay, we'll move forward, right? So now coming to the second part. See here, if you understand these terms, almost like nearly 100 marks extra other than ethics paper you will be covering. I'll show you in governance section, GS2, all these things. These are very, very important, and also brief things are enough. Without understanding these things, nearly 50% of the ethics syllabus you can't go through. But in-depth understanding is in fact having negative effect. You should have just a broader understanding, conceptual clarity. See, what is civil service, what is public service, what is administration, what is public administration, what is bureaucracy, what is government, what is governance. Just it, that's enough. No need of going in depth. If you go in depth, see, I'll tell you one thing. Almost till the end of my preparation, I was not knowing the exact difference between government and governance. Like I'm talking about our generation, 1 decade back. All this YouTube, all these things were not there. If I get any doubt, I have to go to one guru. So like I'll tell one thing, like one incident what happened. Like it happened around 2006 or 7. I was in R.C. Reddy. See, imagine those areas. Means 15 days before, when computer, all these things was not there. So in 2006 or 7, when I was writing mains, anthropology. So I decided anthropology. I left all agriculture, all these things. I moved to Hyderabad. I was not knowing which book to read. Really, see, I am not knowing which book to read. Almost like I went for coaching also. I went for coaching, I completed. But as you are aware, like they won't say exactly which book, where to read, all these things. There was one person who has already written mains, who is preparing. Like he was a very, very serious preparer. He used to keep a watch in front of his table in the reading room. He used to keep a watch. Okay, 8 o'clock, the alarm almost rings. He will leave the reading room. It will take 10 minutes to reach one mess. A mess, there is a mess in Ashok Nagar Circle, RR mess. Then it was very famous for chapatis. So this person goes to RR mess in 10 minutes. He takes food till 8:25. Afterwards, 8:25 to 8:40, like walking back to his house room. I was waiting. I will be waiting. Like I used to wait, like almost near outside reading room. When this person will come. Whenever he comes, like I used to move with him. So somehow, like my friends all, we used to prepare food in our room itself. So I never used to take food outside. So I used to like wait till this person comes. Afterwards, I used to move with him, sit in RR mess. You will be eating chapatis, and then you will give some things. So this went for 3-4 days. He did not tell which book to read. On some, after 3-4 days, he gave me the list of the books which you have to read. See, this was the position when we were preparing. Now, just Google the things, everything is in front of you. Not even a question paper was available. In fact, it was in around like 2008-9. Insights, Vinay, my friend Vinay, he introduced free material things. He gave question papers. From then, everything started. Okay. So this is the importance of seniors in preparation. I hope you are not facing this difficulty. Just to know the book, though I know this person, daily we used to see regularly at RCRT. This happened. Okay, moving forward. Okay, coming to the topic. Hope my short story was not distracting you, right? Just a small thing like how things go in civil service. Okay, very important to know all these things. Let us, like with respect to all the things I have shown, see here, with respect to know all these things, you should know certain things, certain basic things. So I want to take you from the things you know. See, if I start suddenly from public administration, governance, bureaucracy, like it may sound like little like different to you. So I'll see that some terms which you already know, I'll take up. I'll take the things in a flow. Once again, here again, you have to, all these things are interconnected. You have to interconnect all these things. If you are not interconnecting, you are not clear with the concept. You are just read the concept, right? So to make the things clear, first you have to understand what is Secretariat. I think people of Hyderabad are more aware. Secretariat is very near. So, is there anyone who have not heard the word secretariat? Secretariat. So here, central secretariat. We are talking about the central government secretariat because states, like some differences will be there. So we'll go to central secretariat. What is this central secretariat? Central government means Modi ji government there for the purpose of administration, to administer the things, divided into various ministries and departments. So what is central secretariat? It is the sum total of all ministries and departments. Central secretariat is a totality of such ministries and departments. See here, one important thing what you have to internalize is all the work of the government, is done by these ministries and departments. So how administration is carried out? Ministries and department. Anything in India comes under one or the other ministry. Anything, right? Central Secretariat comprises of all ministries and departments of the central government. Right? If you forget all these things, it doesn't matter. But remember the last thing. What is Central Secretariat? Central Secretariat comprises of all ministries and departments. Central Secretariat is equal to sum total of all ministries and departments. Is it clear to you? Nothing more than that. So Central Secretariat means where it comprises of all ministries and departments, you have to say. Right? Are you with me? Is it clear? What is Central Secretariat? It is a sum total of, or it comprises of all ministries and departments. Right? Next, ministry generally consists of 4 departments. Sorry, 2 to 4 departments. Sorry, like my concentration went somewhere. Sorry for that. Right? So a ministry generally consists of 2 to 4 departments. So you have heard ministry, defense ministry, external affairs ministry. So in ministry generally, not as a rule, generally consists of 2 to 2 departments. So if this is the ministry, it will be having 2 to 3 departments. So this is department 1, 2, 3, like this, right? Is this clear to you? This is ministry. This one, these are departments. And sum total of all ministries and departments, this is known as Central Secretariat. Let me make the things clear to you. See, this is your Central Secretariat. This Central Secretariat comprises of ministries and departments, right? So generally in a ministry you will have departments. This is the meaning. Is the concept clear? So Central Secretariat, sum total of all ministries and departments. Generally a ministry consists of 3 to 4 departments, right? Moving forward, however, there can be a ministry without being divided into department, like Ministry of External Affairs. Just remember one, external affairs. There are many. I'll be giving. Ministry without being divided into departments. Generally, we'll be having 2 to 4. There can be some without departments. At the same time, there can be departments without being placed under ministry, right? Department of Space. Okay, let me just explain these things, the flow chart kind of thing, right? Central Secretariat comprises of all ministries plus departments. Nothing more than that. Don't remember anything, right? Then coming to this ministry. Ministries generally will be having 3 to 4 departments, but there can be a ministry without department. At the same time, there can be a department without ministry, right? Okay, any doubt? If you have got any doubt, please let me know. If the things are clear, just give me a thumbs up. Just say yes, I'll move forward. Is the concept clear here? Okay, once again repeat, sir. Great. Anyone asking for repetition? Just say, like, did you understand it or not? So that I'll see like how. Okay. Yes, Shweta, great. Understood. Yashashwini, great. Just say, don't use this. Just say yes, no, why, thumbs up. See, in fact, we find these things, emojis, very useful. Understood? Good, good. Okay. Just for Krishna's sake, I'll say this again. See, once again, let me clear the things. You have heard of ministry, defense minister. So, what is that? So, minister, a ministry. This generally has 3 to 4 departments, right? There can be a department without being put under a ministry. Say, for example, Department of Space. This doesn't come under any ministry. At the same time, Ministry of External Affairs. It doesn't have any department. That is one thing. Now, think that there are some 20 ministries and think that there are some 5 departments. Sum total of all these things are include whole ministries and department put together constitute your secretariat. If the ministries and departments are central government, it is Central Secretariat. If ministries and departments are of with respect to state government, it is known as State Secretariat, right? Okay, right, we'll move forward. Okay, like, oh, we'll go like 5-10 minutes. Afterwards, we'll take 5-10 minutes break and we'll come back, right? Are you with me? We'll discuss for another 5-10 minutes. We'll come back. after 10 minutes break. Is that okay or anybody? Okay, great. Okay, concentrate here then. Great. Okay, right. So, however, there can be ministry that we have done up with. Ministries and departments are headed politically by ministers and administratively by secretariat. This point needs little elaboration. I won't go in depth, but in a ministry, you have got two kinds of heads. Head who will be heading. One is your political, that is the minister. Minister of External Affairs. Minister of External Affairs will be the political head of the Ministry of External Affairs. Clear? We have got Ministry of External Affairs. For that, political head is Minister of External Affairs. Minister. And administrative purpose, it is the secretaries. There is you might have heard the name secretary. Whenever you hear the word secretary, it means that he is the head of the department, head of the ministry. Clear? Let me make this concept like little clear to you. Home Minister, Home Minister, Home Secretary, right? Home Secretary is the administrative head, is the administrative head of Home Ministry, right? Political head is your Home Minister. Here, ministers are the political head, administrative, civil servants. Okay, move a little forward fast. Structure of ministry. Ministry of central government has a three-tier structure. So this is your ministry. In ministry, we have got three-tier structure. One is political head, secretariat, organization, and executive organization. See here, you have to go line by line, word by word. Political head means an individual. On the other hand, secretariat, organization, execute organization. In ministry, this person, the political head, who is a political head? The minister. He forms policy. Right? This is clear to you? Minister forms policies. The secretariat organization will give the materials required, material data. It acts as a think tank. It acts as a think tank. Right? It acts as a think tank. Policies are made by the minister. Everything needed, data, everything is given by the secretariat organization, where you will have civil servants, and there is executive organization which will implement these policies, right? So let me explain this. Within the ministry, you have got three things. One is policy making, and another helping policy making, and another implementing policy or execution of policy. This is within the ministry. Policies are formed by ministers, helped by the executive secretariat organization, and implemented by the executive organization. Let me elaborate this further. This is a deeper concept, like very, very deeper concept. If you have like understood 50%, like you are through. If you have understood 50% of the things, because like as we proceed, you will understand everything. I'll make sure that you understand everything. Function of a minister is to decide policy. Who decides policy? Ministers. Function of secretary to provide material on which to reach such decisions. Function of executive head is to carry out the decisions into effect. Right? Like within the things what I said, see, doubts, you should not get doubts with respect to something X and Y. It's the beginning class. We'll have like 360-degree things. But if you have got any doubt or any repercussion or anything you feel wrong or something you are not agreeing, you can just point out. Otherwise, just concentrate on what I say. Just say if you understood or not what I am saying, right? Policy, minister, materials, secretary, execution by the secretariat organization. Policy. Here one is helping to form policy, that is your secretary, right? This person. And another is executing this, that is executive organization. This is your political head, that is the minister. These are the three things present in ministry. Many know about ministry, but they don't know this. Ministry means they think only some minister. No, these are the things present. Like, are you with me? Are the things clear to you? Okay. Moving forward, just take this analogy. Minister means will. Secretary means brain, the material giver, everything. Executive head means hands. So one is will, policy, brain, the gray matter, everything, the providing. Okay, please once again, with respect to what? Next slide, previous slide. I did not get it properly. Which topic? You just have to mention the topic. Okay, okay, I'll explain this. Okay, so forget everything. Now you know that there is something called as ministry. Think that this is your ministry. In ministry, there are three things. One is political head. Second is secretariat organization. Third is executive organization. Right? I hope this is clear. In ministry, there are three things. These three are this. In this, your political head will make policy. Your secretariat organization acts as a brain, provide the material for this policy formulation. So policies are formed with the material given by the secretary. These policies are implemented by the executive organization. Like this will be clear when I take and give some example, right? In the information of policy, who initiate the process? Shivam, I know you are a senior citizen, already written prelims. Don't worry, I will explain. Because like very beginners are there. They don't know even executive legislature. It's a way forward question. I'll answer to that. Okay. Till now, what all I say, you shouldn't have any doubt in that. Afterwards, when you are discussing, we can, right? Just I'll go through here these things. Please give your attention. In 5 minutes, I'll complete. Please concentrate here. Your energy level, your pleasantness, if it has gone down, increase it for 5 minutes. A typical ministry of the central government has a three-tier structure. A political head. The second is secretariat organization. The third is executive, right? Political head, that is the cabinet minister. Who is the political head? Cabinet minister. There are three kinds of ministers. In that, cabinet ministers and ministers of state. These are the two people who will be assigned ministry. So political head, that is cabinet minister, who is associated with the ministry of the state. So sorry, who is assisted by minister of state or deputy minister. Head is, sorry, 1 minute, I'll clear the things. Political head is your cabinet minister. Who is assisting him? Minister of state or deputy minister. In some cases, minister of state sometimes may be given an independent ministry of state, right? So what is the gist? Generally, a ministry will be headed politically by a cabinet minister. Is this clear? Point number one, is it clear? Just say yes or give a thumbs up. Ministry is politically generally headed by a cabinet minister. Sometimes it can be given to Minister of State. Right, that is the thing. So political head, who is the political head? Cabinet minister. Sometimes Minister of State. Next, secretariat organization headed by secretary, who is a career civil servant. You guys, he has got a career who joins as an IAS or IPS officer. He moves the ladder. Afterwards, he becomes a secretary. So, ministry is headed by the cabinet minister politically and administratively by the secretary. Secretariat organization is headed by secretary, who will be a civil servant like you. He is assisted by joint deputy under secretaries. Just know these things in sequence. Joint means almost joint to secretary. Deputy middle, under last person. So under is last, joint is your secretary. This is the hierarchy. Secretary, afterwards comes your joint, afterwards comes your deputy, afterwards under secretary, right? Just remember words. This is the hierarchy there. Then coming to the executive organization, now the things will be clear for you. Many of you who are not getting the executive organization, see, here is the thing. You might have come across many words like this: Director General, Director, Commissioner, Inspector General, Chief Controller. All these people are head of the department. They are in the executive organization. Executive organization under the head of the department, who is known by various designations such as Director, Director General, Commissioner. Right? Let me just brief the things in one word. This is your ministry, right? In ministry, that is political head. Political head. Who is the political head? Like now, please give me the answer. Who is the political head? Who is the political head of a ministry? Okay, very good. Very good. Cabinet minister. Sometimes Minister of State. Right? Okay. Next, secretariat organization. Who is the head of secretariat organization? Who is the head of secretariat organization? Very good. Secretary. Right. Great. Then you have got executive organization. Who is the head of executive organization? Who is the head of executive organization? Okay, great. They are known by many names like collector, chief collector. Right? These things are clear. Now, just add one more thing. Whole polity will be with you if you understand these things. See here, minister, what does he do? Policy. He forms the policies. Who helps in framing the policies? Secretariat organization or secretary civil servants. They help. Who will implement? Executive organizations. Right? This is it. The whole polity is this. If you know this, the whole GS2 can be started right away. Right? Right? Okay. Clear? Okay. Now the time is 8:23. Sorry, 8:27. We'll take 15 minutes break and we'll come back after 15 minutes break. Is it okay? Right? 15 minutes, we'll get back and we'll finish some of the important things. Afterwards, like we can have more time for discussion. Right? Great. We'll take a break.